Sometimes I get to do a video on this channel that is just all positive news, and it's a culmination of things that we go over, and leaks and rumors and speculation, and we guess, and sometimes we get it right, and we all get to celebrate together. This video is that video. Bethesda. A few days ago, there were intense layoffs at Bethesda Game Studios and ZeniMax, the teams behind Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Starfield. Now, this was all presumably done as part of Ashish Sharma's effort to reduce the spending at Xbox and streamline development. The gaming community, they've been frustrated for a long time with the lack of core content coming out of Bethesda, and I mentioned it in a recent video that their single-player RPG output it's been pathetic, honestly, for a company that's literally famous for single-player RPGs. Skyrim came out in 2011. Since then, the only single-player RPGs they've released have been Fallout 4 and Starfield, both of which were heavily criticized for being dumbed down and sloppy compared to their previous work. Well, despite Bethesda being one of the biggest, most heavily funded studios under the Xbox umbrella, they haven't been putting out the content that they're known for, which has culminated in the prolonged wait for Elder Scrolls 6, a game that was announced back in freaking 2018. But today, we get to talk about positive news for Fallout 5, for Elder Scrolls 6. Just, it's a good feeling. And the Fallout 3 remaster. Okay, something happened that I can only interpret as Sharma, the new Xbox CEO, coming into Bethesda's headquarters and cracking the metaphorical whatever, right? Because a few days after the news that Xbox eliminated over 400 roles from the workforce of Bethesda, Bethesda finally broke their silence. They released a huge statement on X where they confirm a ton of things that we have been waiting literally a decade to hear from them. So in this video, I'm going over everything that Bethesda confirmed on July 17th, what it means for the future of the studio, their IP, and just as a little too long didn't watch, spoiler alert, it's all good. It's really good. I'm smiling. Okay, remember, I read every single comment on every single video. Let's start off with Elder Scrolls, okay? In the statement, Bethesda made it clear that Elder Scrolls 6 is their top priority and development is well underway on the Creation Engine 3. And yes, they are all in on the Creation Engine 3. The first time this new engine was actually acknowledged was earlier this year, but there was skepticism as to how legitimate the new engine was. I mean, Bethesda made it clear in this statement, the Creation Engine 3 is a go. It's been under construction since late 2023, and the statement also makes a point to mention how it's going to help development moving quickly across multiple projects, but we'll talk about that more, because ES6 is not the only thing that's currently in development on the Creation Engine 3. In addition to the updates of the CE3, Bethesda offered a very important update to the development of ES6. They say, the next chapter is on the way. We're where we plan to be, loving how it looks and playing it every day. That tells me two things. The game is not delayed, and the game is coming along quickly because it's fully playable. Now, there was a lot of concern about how the game was going to be delayed or that something had been going on behind the scenes that's been keeping the progress from happening, but we're hearing it from the horse's mouth. We're where we plan to be. Now, whether or not that changes in the future, that's a different video for a different day. But this vibe, well, this vibe is good. They're playing it every day. That makes it sound like the game isn't too far away at this point, or at least we're going to be able to see it in motion soon. In addition to ES6, the update reiterates the partnership between Bethesda and ZeniMax on Elder Scrolls Online. They also made an interesting comment about how the two studios are working together on the Elder Scrolls franchise in addition to ESO. So does that mean ZeniMax is helping out with ES6? Are mechanics from ESO coming in to ES6? I mean, there's a lot of questions. And then Fallout. This is the juicy stuff, which makes sense because Fallout is now a massive brand thanks to the success of the Amazon series and the huge revival of Fallout 76. Fans want more single-player content in this universe. Bethesda just made some massive promises in this regard. According to the Post, we're getting remasters of both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. We were right the entire time. In addition to that, Bethesda confirmed that Fallout 5 is in active development on Creation Engine 3, which is a shock because the last time Todd Howard said anything about Fallout 5, it was that he wanted to do it after Elder Scrolls 6. Apparently, Fallout 5 is moving forward, presumably has already started development. I don't know if that's something that's been in the works quietly or if that's something that Sharma came in and demanded they start, but we now have absolute confirmation that Fallout 5 is in development and they aren't waiting for ES6 to finish. So the release date on Fallout 5 is seemingly way sooner than we thought. And in addition to the single-player stuff, Bethesda also confirmed a new major expansion to Fallout 76 called Raven Rock, which that's a direct prequel to the events of Fallout 3. Plus, they promised updates to Fallout Shelter for those of you still playing that game. They also announced an unscripted TV show based on Fallout Shelter that would be produced for Amazon. I don't have any clue what that means, but apparently we're going to get a second Fallout show, and it's being put together by the same team as the core Amazon show, whose third season is already in production as we speak. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. In addition to all that, perhaps the biggest announcement of the entire post was this. Obsidian Entertainment is officially making another Fallout game. While they didn't confirm where it was or what it is in the timeline, the writing's on the wall. It's New Vegas 2. In case you didn't know, Fallout New Vegas was developed by Obsidian Entertainment, not Bethesda's in-house team. To this day, New Vegas is the only major Fallout game to be developed outside of Bethesda, and now we have official confirmation that Obsidian is being brought back into the Fallout family, and they're already working on a new game. Again, it's not confirmation it's New Vegas 2. It even isn't, even if it isn't, it's going to be amazing, but I think it is. And given the history, I'm almost positive that it's going to be MV2. And with how quickly Obsidian develops their games, they are an efficient studio. I bet we get more details on this one soon. And I'll cover them for you guys, of course. But yeah, get yourself ready for a new single-player Fallout RPG from the legends over at Obsidian, because that is happening. They also say we should be keeping a close eye on Fallout Day 2027 because that's the 30th anniversary of the series. They say there won't be a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year. Likely they can get everything moving on these projects, but 2027 apparently is going to be huge. And for any Starfield fans, if you are out there, Starfield may not be the biggest critical success, but it still has a lot of people playing, and the support is continuing, and they're promising more stories, more gameplay improvements, more content, and a lot more support for player-generated content via the creation system. So I guess Starfield has a bigger ongoing community than I realized, because they're dedicated to supporting and expanding what's there. So what does all this mean? I mean, let me know your thoughts. It's a lot. I mean, Sharma seriously came in and is doing stuff. It sounds like give people what they want, or we're cutting even more, or trimming the fat, or perhaps give people what they want, or we're outsourcing your IP, which would explain why Obsidian was brought back in order to make one of these games. I mean, she is very clearly recognizing the value in Bethesda's RPG franchises, and definitely realizes how much damage is being done by them by not actually making any games. So let me know what you guys think. This is the most positive news video I've done on this channel. I mean, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Starfield updated, Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5. It just goes on and all. Probably Fallout New Vegas 2, and then a new Fallout TV show. All confirmed. Not speculated, not dreaming of. They're confirmed. I read every single comment on every single video. Let's talk.